four profiles: results drivers, resilient, reluctant, resistant. And most companies, when they think about change management or growth, are going to focus on that resistant. And I suggest that you do the opposite. You take the air out of resistance by focusing on the results drivers and the resilient, and giving them jobs to do, so that the work that they do up front is feeds into how we help the reluctant folks adopt and adapt to the change later on, and make their transition smoother. So just to break that down one more little bit. Your results drivers are the folks that are going to jump into change wearing a gasoline suit with both feet. The resilient folks are going to be a fast follow. They're not going to jump in with both feet wearing the gasoline suit, but if with a framework and some guidance, they're pretty good, right? And then we leverage those first two groups to work out all the bugs, get through the pilots, do a couple of the new things in smaller scale. And we ask them to write the playbook for the folks that tend to be more reluctant for change. And that's a lot of people. So your results drivers are only going to be 10%. It's actually about 8% of the population, and that's it. The next generation or next crew of resilient folks is maybe 30% of any organization, less if you tend to be in financial services or folks like that. The reluctant folks are almost the remainder. You've got about 60% of the population that's going to be reluctant, and it's going to be focused on fear, shame, anger, doubt, guilt, things like that they've got kind of in here, and it's difficult for them to get over. So their fear is usually around ambiguity. And what we're trying to do in that process that I just outlined is wring out as much ambiguity for them as possible in the change, so that what we're doing is replacing their day-to-day playbook. Otherwise, if you just give them something new to do, they're just going to add it to their checklist, and it creates more work for them and frustration. This way, we're polishing it up, making the change work, make them confident in it, and then let their peers write that playbook for them, so that they feel much more comfortable with dealing with something that they might be uncertain about.